In today's video, we get to see some really interesting modes of transportation that have been made throughout the years, like this sinking ship and this apocalypse-ready vehicle. But first, let's take a ride on this spider-like vehicle. Number 15. Swing Car E-Spider. When the Swing Car E-Spider's legs are in the regular car position, it seems to be a docile and slow little classic car. You're probably aware of the difference between a spider's threat level when it's visible and not moving and when it starts to move. The E-Spider is appealing in the same way. When you put it through a difficult terrain, it's remarkable how capable it is with all of its tires in different orientations. Swing Car E-Spider is a fantastic way to explore the countryside or the outdoors. Swing Car, the maker of the E-Spider all-terrain electric vehicle, claims that this spider-like vehicle is nearly impossible to tip over in. Its structure is based on a pendulum. 4 separate suspension systems assist in keeping the driver vertical, with the legs constantly self-correcting. The manufacturer claims a 4-hour battery life on steep terrain and a top speed of 18 miles an hour. Number 14. RP Flip. Imagine you're on a 355-foot platform out at sea when one end begins to gradually tip underwater. Usually, that would be a good sign to worry. Should an evacuation order be issued? Is the ship sinking? Well, not if you're on Flip, or the Floating Instrument Platform, which is owned by the Office of Naval Research and maintained by Scripps Institution of Oceanography. It is shaped like a spoon, is 355 feet tall, and is unique in that it can stand vertically rather than horizontally as other ships do. The whole shift of the Flip ship from horizontal to vertical takes approximately 28 minutes and is a sight to behold. The Flip ship can fulfill its role as an accurate research ship by submerging 300 meters of the ship in water by allowing water to flow into its ballast tanks. Number 13. P50. The Guinness World Record for the smallest road-legal car is held by the P50, which measures 54 inches long and 41 inches wide. It's small enough to drive through a building's corridors and share an elevator with people. The Peel Engineering Company on the Isle of Man produced this 3-wheeled microcar for only 3 years, from 1962 to 1965. It was billed as the ideal size for 1 adult and 1 shopping bag. This little automobile has no room for the kids. It has a single door on the left side and a single headlamp. Going backwards in the Peel P50 was not a simple choice because the car had no reverse gear and must be physically maneuvered backwards using a handle at the car's rear. Only 50 of these odd small cars were originally produced, and only 27 are known to exist today. In March 2016, one was auctioned off for a record $176,000 US. Number 12. Ultra Heavy Lift Amphibious Connector. The Marine Corps tested a prototype for a heavy-duty amphibious loading boat capable of transporting up to 3 M1A1 Abrams from ship to shore at 20 knots in 2014. The new Ultra Heavy Lift Amphibious Connector, or UHAC, is a revolutionary new amphibious transport concept that uses foam treads for travel on both land and sea. UHAC is capable of navigating inland across challenging terrain as well as hitting the beach. The UHAC's non-absorbent foam treads serve as paddles in the water and tracks on the land. The captive air cells give buoyancy and spread the vehicle's weight to 1 pound per square foot of foam, allowing it to traverse challenging coastal terrain such as tidal flats and swamps. The 38-ton UHAC concept demonstrator's impressions on the ground were considerably light. Number 11. Ferrari F12S Modulo. The Ferrari 512S Modulo appears more like a spaceship than a car at first glance, and you would be forgiven for believing that. This strange-looking car features an extremely low, wedge-shaped body and a canopy-style glass roof that swings forward to allow the driver to access the car's cabin. In 1970 at the Geneva Motor Show, the Ferrari 512S Modulo concept car made its debut. All 4 of the car's wheels are partially covered, giving the impression that it is a hovering spaceship rather than a car. The Modulo can go from 0 to 60 miles an hour in an astounding 3 seconds, thanks to its Ferrari V12 engine, which also allows it to reach a top speed of almost 220 miles an hour. Number 10. Helicron Propeller Car. The 1932 Helicron, rediscovered in a French barn in 2000, is an automotive unicorn. The ancient vehicle was propelled by a propeller, resulting in a loud, difficult-to-drive vehicle that now resides in Tennessee. A new video from the Barcroft Cars YouTube channel provides a comprehensive explanation of the car that precisely captures its oddness. The Helicron has been totally restored and is now road legal, spinning propeller and all. The car has been meticulously repaired using as many original parts as possible. The 1932 Helicron is unlike any other automobile. It employed a propeller instead of an engine spinning a drive shaft that turned the tires. These vehicles were frequently powered by simple and efficient motorcycle engines. The concept never caught on, and many of the propeller-driven vehicles of the time were destroyed. They are testaments to the time's originality, brilliance, and maybe hubris. Number 9. Beach Starship. There have been innumerable aircrafts that were massive failures, many of which were more than justified, but there have also been many outstanding ideas that turned out to be a horrible idea. Among the most notable examples is the Starship, an executive turboprop introduced by Beechcraft in the mid-1980s. The Starship featured canards, vertical stabilizers on the tips of the wings, and pusher propellers. Despite its multiple disappointments, the Beechcraft Starship 2000 gained fans during this time period. There are owners who keep the plane flying, although it is estimated that only 5 aircrafts remain in service today. Its distinctive shapes draw admirers wherever it goes. Number 8. Zombie Survival Car. Anson Kuo looked to his driveway for inspiration as he set out to design the perfect zombie survival machine. Kuo decided to design his Zombie Mobile after just purchasing a brand new 2013 Hyundai Santa Fe Sport. Galpin Autosports brought Kuo's customized Hyundai Santa Fe zombie survival machine to life on the New York Comic Con floor at the future US booth in the Javits Center. Kuo stated that his primary design objective was to create a vehicle that was both quiet and roomy. He said that knives and swords would be the best weaponry since they would slice and dice the undead without ammunition. Knife blades, an automated crossbow, razor-wired windows, 3 machine guns, a samurai sword, aluminium armor, and a muffler suppressor are among the characteristics of Kuo's urban disguised zombie survival machine. Number 7. TMC Dumont. Have you ever considered combining an airplane and a motorcycle? Well, if not, then it's time for you to get to know the TMC Dumont, a futuristic concept motorcycle with an avian engine that took home the Best of Show award during the 77th Daytona Bike Week in 2018. The motorcycle is named after the pioneer of Brazilian aviation, Alberto Santos Dumont, and it lives up to its name. Tarso Marques, a Brazilian racing driver, designed and built the ambitious invention, which is outfitted with a 300-horsepower Rolls-Royce Continental V6 engine from a 1960s aircraft and a pair of hubless 36-inch wheels. Riding such a grandiose creation, however, is not an easy task. Despite being incredibly close to the rear wheel and without any protection, the driver of this Mustang must also contend with the massive engine that lays between their legs. Number 6. Plusjack Walking Harvester. One look at this strange vehicle and you might be humming the Star Wars theme song. However, this is not a scene from a science fiction film, so put your lightsaber down, yeah? But what exactly is it? The machine in front of you is a prototype walking harvester used in the logging process. Its primary role is to harvest trees in difficult terrain, but why the unusual design, you might be wondering? The design serves multiple purposes. For starters, it enables the machine to access areas where regular harvesters cannot. Secondly, each foot has a bigger contact area than a typical wheel, which spreads the load and lowers the amount of ground disturbance. Although this prototype was discontinued, it provided insight into new technologies that are being developed and may influence the future of the forestry business. Number 5. GM Firebird. By far the most exciting and important of the Motorama Firebirds was the Firebird 3. It was the only member of the Firebird 3 to have any direct influence on the design of General Motors production vehicles, having been built in 1958. The surface development and aggressive rocker panel tuck-under of the Firebird 3 were carried over to the 1959 Cadillac. The 1961 Caddy inherited the Firebird's rear skegs, which were the stubby, tiny fins that hung down from the bottom of the back fenders. The Firebird 3 defied several style norms established by famed GM designer Harley Earl, which is one of the reasons it became such an influential design. It lacked chrome and had no parallel lines. The vehicle also gave tail fins a new spin. Number 4. Learjet Limo. Unsure whether a limousine or a private jet is a more extravagant way to spend your money? Why choose one when you have both? Even more so when you can spend your money on the Limousine, a car that blends the best aspects of both worlds. Yes, someone on Earth truly made the crazy decision to turn a Learjet into a limousine, and the insane prototype went up for auction at Maycomb Auctions Indy 2020 sales event. And with that, it's now time for today's best pick. we'll be taking a look at what might be a possible future for public transportation. Find out more about this vehicle next. Number 3. Transit Elevated Bus. The Transit Elevated Bus, or TEB, a futuristic public transportation system, began testing in Qinhuangdao, China in August 2016. The novel concept was proposed by the Chinese company Shenzhen Huaxi Future Parking Equipment as a solution to the problem of congestion caused by rapid urbanization and population increase in many Chinese cities. The TEB is a bus that drives over the top of traffic while operating along fixed tracks. Its main compartment is elevated, allowing cars to pass underneath. Solar panels on the roof and at bus stations are also included in the design to help power the vehicle. The Chinese news stated in June 2017 that the concept of TEB as a mass transportation system had been abandoned. After developing a prototype, reports indicate that some who tested it were disappointed, with some claiming that it ran too slowly and overheated. Number 2. Banana Car. There are cars that are meant to draw attention, and then there's the big banana car. Steve Braithwaite, originally from the United Kingdom but now residing in Michigan, began with a 1993 Ford F-150 4x4 and transformed it into this rolling replica of a big banana with the assistance of the Mutant Brothers fabrication studio. In it, he travels across the United States, offering rides to children and appearing at fairs and other events. Braithwaite is proud to say that the banana automobile, at about 23 feet in length, is the largest custom banana car in the world according to Guinness World Records. However, because it is the world's only banana automobile, it is also the shortest. Number 1. Mercedes Vision AVTR. At the IAA Mobility Show in Munich in 2021, Mercedes-Benz takes hands-free car operation to the next level. With a novel brain-computer interface, the futuristic car truly becomes something of an extension of the driver's mind and body, an idea that might be more terrifying than a carnivorous robot lizard. Its scaly Vision AVTR model appears as likely to rise up and eat its driver as to obey them. Mercedes, for better or worse, sees the deep future of the intuitive smart automobile. Mercedes first unveiled the Vision AVTR at CES 2020 as an organically inspired design study in collaboration with Disney and its Avatar film franchise. Mercedes takes the notion a step closer to the film's vision of brain-controlled external entities in Munich by establishing a crude but functional brain-machine interface. See you all next time.